In the middle of 2022, the World Health Organization announced global statistics indicating that 1 in every 8 people worldwide suffered from a mental disorder in 2019. It is estimated that approximately 30% of the world's population will experience at least one mental disorder at some point in their lives.
You may not realize how dangerous this percentage is. This literally means that we are surrounded by mentally ill patients. The dilemma of hidden desire. Kansas, located in the Midwestern United States. Between 1974 and 2004, Dennis Lynn Rader, a married father of 2 and a very active member of the Lutheran Church, rose to the position of president of the church council, i.e., leader of the group that conducts religious services. He was a white man, neat in appearance, wore glasses, and had a paternal and friendly demeanor. Additionally, his car was always clean, his clothes were tidy, and his garden was well kept. He also participated in neighborhood committees and helped elderly people with home maintenance. His wife later described their married life as happy and normal. But did you know that this pleasant man meticulously planned his crimes and committed 10 confirmed murders over 17 years? The family, religion, appearance, ethics, all these virtuous things were just a mask for a monster. His victims were 7 women, 2 men, and 2 children, 2 girls aged 9 and 11. This perfect individual would surveil his victims for weeks, learning their life patterns. He would enter homes during the daytime, usually when the victims were alone. He took pleasure in killing the children and took pictures of them begging for their lives. The confirmed crimes were 10 murders between 1974 and 1991. He stopped killing for 13 years, 1991 to 2004, to focus on raising his children. This hiatus proves he was capable of controlling his impulses when occupied, which contradicts the notion of uncontrollable insanity. The most perplexing question: did Rader truly love his family, or were they merely human decor to complete his image as an upstanding citizen? The difficult ethical question: if he was able to stop for 13 years, does that mean he could have stopped forever? Was it a conscious choice each time? Did you know, my dear, that some disordered minds possess the ability to completely compartmentalize actions from values? This means a person can adhere to strict rules in one sphere, like the church, while violating the most basic rules of humanity in another, without feeling any contradiction. The danger is greatest when we place blind trust in someone merely because of their adherence to certain rituals or positions. There is a lesser-known proverb that says, divine punishment is not necessarily an accident or a death by some horrific means, like dying in the jaws of a shark while swimming in front of your children. Rather, the harshest punishment life can inflict upon you is other people, or more precisely, subhumans. David was a twin, but he wasn't the usual kind. From birth, his twin Joshua was the favorite, more handsome, more quiet, the one who received the most attention. David was the other one, the loud one, the annoying one. His parents didn't hit them, but the emotional neglect was toxic. Their mother would hug Joshua and whisper to him while telling David to calm down and go away. On their 6th birthday, their father took Joshua for a bike ride while David watched from the window. The childhood lesson: you are invisible. Love is a limited cake, and your brother took your share. In his teens, David wrote in his diary, "The human race is a failure. Emotions are a trick. I am superior to them." Joshua is proof of their stupidity. They love the shell and forget the core. He saw people as dolls, as if he were the only real person in a world made of cardboard. He began to hate his brother, not because he was his brother, but because he was a symbol of everything fake and loved without reason. The breaking point was Joshua's wedding invitation. David had asked for a loan to start a business and was refused. That same week, Joshua announced his engagement, and their father gifted him a car. At the family dinner, everyone raised a toast to Joshua, a model of success and love. David smiled, but inside a voice was saying, "Enough, it's time for correction." 1 week before the crime, David canceled all his plans. He sold his precious belongings for symbolic prices. He visited his grandfather's grave, the only person who had ever patted his shoulder, and stood there motionless for a full hour. He bought rope, blades, and thick plastic bags from a local store. The camera caught him smiling at the cashier. David invited Joshua to his apartment to help install some shelves. When Joshua entered, he felt the atmosphere was strange. He said, "It's dark in here, David." David replied, "Yes, because true light isn't needed by those who live in the shadows." Then something happened that Joshua could never have imagined in his worst nightmares. He didn't kill him quickly. He tied him up and forced him to watch as he cut a lock of his own hair, then a lock of Joshua's hair, and mixed them in a cup. He said, "They said we were identical, but they were wrong. Now we will become truly identical." Then he did something worse. He separated Joshua's head from his body, not in anger, but with surgical precision, as if conducting a scientific experiment. After that, he sat next to the corpse for 12 hours. He talked to it. He said, "Look, now we are equal. Now you are here with me, and no one prefers you over me. Finally, we are family." David has become a monster, and monsters are not born. They are made.